on The Morning Crossfire.
Only on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
All right, good morning. My name is Ifeyemi Andrew. Now on the Vanguard newspaper, let's look at some of the headlines. Tinubu reassures North of development as ACF chair, ex-SGF kick. IMF upgrades Nigeria's economic growth forecast to 3.4%. Open grazing. Herders risk 3-year jail term. Confiscation of cattle. Ogun State government warns. 2027, ADC might become another PDP or APC if Lukman warns. You find details of all of those on the Vanguard newspaper. One more from the Vanguard. Doctors, nurses threaten nationwide strike over poor welfare. Get details from the Vanguard. On the Punch newspaper this morning, you would also find the lead one here. It says, power rotation debate heats up as North reviews Tinubu's scorecard. Nurses shun federal government talks, begins warning strike today. Federal government vows to end era of strikes in tertiary institutions. And still on the Punch newspaper, lawyer urges Ndibo to rise against killings in Southeast. States accuse federal government of sabotaging power sector decentralization. All of those are on the Punch newspaper. On Facebook, we are live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Again, on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That is the handle. So you could be a part of the conversation. Get on Facebook, search for that handle, like, and then join the live stream. Right, that said, you can also use the WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. Patrick Amadi on Facebook says he's watching from afar. Meka Beki and the group should go and rest. They're out of track. Tinubu Okocha is well organized as the APC party chairman. Wanchuku Kennedy says Tinubu granting automatic jobs, 250,000 naira cash reward, PGD scholarship to 200 NYSC honorees is laughable, so hilarious and unbelievable. Whereas over millions are graduating and serving their fatherland each year. Nigeria, my country, which way? So keep your comments coming in on Facebook. We'll be taking as much as possible on the show. The numbers to call are 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002. You can also call 0817 923 0007. 0817 923 0007. Call us on any of those numbers to join the conversation this morning. GMO products are naturally dangerous to human health. Fidelis Elemowa. Now, we'll say, I remember when that we did the report on Nigeria Info about how people ferment cassava with detergent to get fufu, and a lot of people were throwing sticks at them. I remember saying that yes, what those people are doing unhealthy because, empirically, it's not done in a lab. And that's the major reason why a lot of people are doing what they're doing. It's like, but if you look at it, many of the things we are eating already are genetically modified. A lot of it. Unfortunately, whether they are causing any health hazards or not, some of those very renowned bodies will not say, especially when it's just a few cases that they think is not enough to be declared a health scare or an epidemic or whatever. They wouldn't just say. But the truth is, there are reports of how many of the things you eat, canned food, processed food, all of it have certain things that they contain or certain chemicals that they contain that at some point, has contributed to some of the illnesses that some people are facing. The ultimate solution is natural. But then there are other factors with the environment and so on and so forth that's also making it difficult to, go through the farming cycle and produce enough. There's the demand, there's the growing population, there's a lot. But are there other ways we can do these things without genetically modifying them? Because there are those that argue that there's a reason why this thing is the way it is. Mr. Andrew, I can see more litigations coming. The unconstitutional conduct of local government elections in the state cannot stand. The question is, who will go to the court? Who will go to the court? You have not observed something about Nigeria. Let me tell you. You see, when this thing concerns certain powers that be, and those powers that be are the ones that want to go to court, the court will answer. When some of the things that happen in this country is orchestrated by the powers that be or favors the powers that be, and then the ordinary you goes to court, well, I leave that for you to explain. Alari Spiff says, good morning. If our fellow African countries have asked our people in their country to leave, I beg Nigerians to leave before they start attacking them. The issue in Ghana I've been following, interestingly, and I also even came across a situation in China where the Nigerian communities, the Igbo community in China, are also complaining about the habit of some Nigerians amongst them who are now, forming gangs over there, fighting each other, and you now begin to have court clash and so on and so forth. And I'm thinking, how did we carry that dirty behavior from here and we go to a stranger's land and then we begin? That's to tell you we don't understand what we're doing. As much as you cannot say totally that everybody would be of good conduct, you might have some few, but at least we should try. In the situation in Ghana, is the same reason why, even here in Nigeria, as when they wanted to do Ruga, some of you kicked against it. It is just look at it from that lens. They wanted to do Ruga here, and some people kicked against it. In Ghana, there's a guy from the East who is in Ghana who has been there for a long time and is now even declared a king among the Igbo community in Ghana, got a huge expanse of land to, develop. And he says, according to him, put real estate and so on and so forth, have his palace there. And Ghanaians were not happy with it. And I understand their concerns and their worry, because if it is in Nigeria, we too will not be happy with it. Oh, yes, we will not. So I understand their concerns, but I'm pretty sure the authorities are in charge and eventually everything will be sorted out. This person says he's watching from Enugu State. Good morning. Keep up the good work. Also, Francis, that's you. Fidelis Elemoa says Nigerians living in Ghana and South Africa need to be very careful in order to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. Yeah, there are good Nigerians in South Africa doing business, but they are the ones also constituting nuisance. They are the ones who are there just about crime. It's either they are. It's just crime. It's either they are peddling drugs or, one illegal business or the other. Thank God Ability says Emeka Beke should stop deceiving his followers. He's not the authentic APC chairman in Rivers State. Their leader, right on the bureau, Michibike Amechi, has left them to the ADC and I advised them to join him. Okudili says Nigerians must go, Ghanaians protest. History repeats itself. I remember when we said Ghana must go. Exactly, my brother. So you see, the same concerns we had when Ghanaians were here, we had now. Now Nigerians are going there. But somebody said ultimately to me this morning, a colleague, if our government was doing fantastic and doing the right things, you think this will come? Even the way we are migrating to the UK, to Canada, I've been saying it, it's only a matter of time. Those people there would want us to leave because the population might become too much. There'll be a struggle for resources and then cultural clashes, a lot of things that will come up. And you begin to see it. Okay, you have to leave. or we have to, and then they begin to make laws that will make it more difficult for anyone to come or to chase those that are there away to reduce the numbers. These things would naturally come. Expect it. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Again, 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0002. Few bad Nigerians should not give bad names to good Nigerians. This matter needs to be settled fast. Justice Ori from Mujaga. I agree with you, because people don't understand that the act, when they do these things outside the country, you are not only doing it for you, you are causing a huge problem for all of Nigerians. Any Nigerian who wants to travel now, people begin to look at you with double lenses just because of what one Nigerian did in that country some time ago. It's quite unfortunate that some Nigerians diaspora are misbehaving, tarnishing the reputation of the good ones. I call on the Nigerian Foreign Affairs Ministry to weigh in on the issue. Odinaka, that's from you. Susie in Erema, let's start with you. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, let me reflect on the issue concerning Darlington Nwaoju's statements and all of that. Well, I agree. From a time of antiquity to today, or even at this time of contemporary politics, conflict of opposites has been one thing that has ushered development, ideologies, and all of that in politics. But I also want to take a swipe on the part of Darlington Nwaoju. You have always come on air to analyze how judgments have been given to you, how you are the authentic escorts of APC and all of that. But you have also failed to actually know that there is no isolation in politics. Who are you working for? Who are you working with? You are no longer there, but you kept threatening to the extent that he's even talking about the issue of them, the RESEC doing a dangerous path. You are not even supposed to tell RESEC before any action was taken by the River State government as led by Abbas. I believe legal advisors must have been taken. Legal luminaries must have been consulted. So leave this whole thing. The election that is supposed to hold on the 30th of August will definitely hold. The court is open. Go to court. Sustain it and continue on that particular trajectory. This election will hold in River State. Candidates have started consulting people, and forms will be buy, and then primary will be conducted. For me, I want to say that for anybody who says otherwise as far as this particular projection is concerned, I want to say that even Abbas trying to making an attempt to actually work with the borders and all of that. For me, I want to say that he should continue perfecting all that he has sent to do in River State, even as I support him. Thank you very much for your remark.
Good news from Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, man.
All right, good news. Go on, please.
What is bad is bad. Even if the whole Nigerians comes together to say it is good, if it is bad, it is bad. Unfortunately, that the institutions have been used to coerce its own people. They think they are doing Nigerians. Just as you said, if it favors some authorities, the court will rule for them from the favor. If it favors them, the court will throw it out. If not, how will you come to say that the local government election should continue, knowing where it came from and how it was cancelled? I leave that for the conscience of the persons who think that is the right thing, most especially when youths who ought to stand for themselves are supporting these old men of 70, 80, 90. That is one. Now, because of this thing, the thing that are doing Nigerians, it is affecting Nigerians some way, somehow. Look at what is happening in Ghana. Look at what is happening in South Africa. Do you think it's because the Nigerians are there behaving anyhow? It is the attitude of the government, the leadership of the country that makes them to move to those countries to still behave anyhow, to make money by all means. If the government leadership of the country has fixed the things they ought to do, discipline who they ought to discipline, the court trashing who they need to trash. I don't think that Nigerians will be in Ghana and Ghana should be telling them, go back. Sometimes people say, go back to your country. It is just because the head has done the wrong thing. Today now, the state government accusing the federal government of power sabotage. When Amechi was the governor, he made sure that there was light in River State. And you agree with me, almost 6 months, there was no power outage. He brought transformers around the whole community. And in my community, we mostly benefited more than 5 transformers.
All right, good news.
And the federal government sabotaged it under Jonathan's government.
Thank you. Good news. Let me make it clear too. The power situation is beyond just transformers. We have a major problem with regards to power generation. And then I did not say that if it's a big person that goes to court, they must get judgment. No, that was not the implication of what I said or what I said. Let me take this call first. Maybe I'll make that clarification later. Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yep.
If INEC cannot conduct by election in River State, House of Assembly, and research does not have any right to conduct election in the state of emergency. Andrew, somebody come here for a peace. He has never called the both party to settle peace. He has received 4 months allocation from River State, no project on ground. Another man from another state want to conduct an election. I started playing politics since 1999. I've never seen anywhere that the elected governor did not conduct election. Full administrator who conduct an election, and people are happy. Some of them will contest for election. So Okoja called for state of emergency. He has gotten the state of emergency. They want to conduct election, want to participate for election. What are the minutes I belong to? I've never heard them talk anything. My party, PDP, I did not participate for the election. It's only APC and Labour Party. Whatever thing you do today will come back to you tomorrow. Have elected governor that will come back. Elected governor that will come back. Will conduct election. They should leave this election. I'm from River State. I'm very angry this morning.
All right, Dida, thank you. Let's go to Rumigbo. JJ, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning to you.
All right, good morning, JJ.
You see, our people say that when your neighbor is eating bad thing and you don't tell him when he's coughing at night, he may not be able to sleep. I want to blame our institutions for the crisis in Ghana. For some time now, that thing has been lingering. I thought we have Nigerian ambassador to Ghana so that they can just wade in and see how to settle the matter. They left it till it got to the stage of Ghanaians protesting, South African protesting. Badly raised children here have now become terror to people who are in their country. Does it make any sense to you, Andrew? So I don't know. Therefore, the open grazing thing, I think it should be adopted in all the areas in this country, every state. About 3 years is too small. You don't just plant and people just come in with their cattle, destroy everything. If they are found guilty, they give them 3 years is too small now. I think it should be like 50, 60 years to serve as a deterrent. Let me also thank you, Nepal, for debunking that snake thing. I've seen that snake picture somewhere before. About 2-3 months ago, suddenly now appear in Uniport. Thank you very much, Andrew.
Lugard from Eche, good morning.
Andrew, greetings from Eche to you.
Go on, Lugard.
Yes, I want to commend the Emeka Beke-led faction of our great party, APC. You see, there are some things some persons does not understand. If Amechi left APC for ADC, does it mean that Lugaman and so many persons have left? No. We are still a member of All Progressive Congress. And you remember that this court gave that judgment, no other court have upturned it, that Emeka Beke remains the authentic chairman. If Tony Okotala, if you be working with National, it's not our business. All we know is that the law must be followed. My brother, on the issue of Ebas, I don't know. The Ebas keep on causing problems in the state. He said he came here for peace, and he left the peace move and be doing other things. Do you know that all the caretakers, all the sole administrators that was appointed, more especially the one in my own local government, HK, his own community, Umechem, go there, nothing to write home about. Umechem community has become a desert. Where is this come from? He cannot even do one project. The allocation has been coming and going. Look, individuals in a tape are doing projects. Go together. See what Omar of Ogeda is doing. He's busy empowering people, doing projects, a project that government is supposed to do. An individual is doing it. The government is busy collecting money.
All right, Lugard, thank you. Let's go to Yenegoa. Gift, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Gift. Go on.
Thank you, my brother. This cry is getting out of hand. Andrew. Let's face reality. Your leader that you vowed, go and listen to Emeka Beke his interviews, then you will understand why the spokesman of APC, Rivers State, Ikenga, was telling anyone who cares to listen that this should stop deceiving themselves, thinking that you are deceiving the public or deceiving APC. From day one, you've not been attending the National Working Committee summoning of meetings. You are not close to Aso Rock. Nothing. There is no branch that will make any mouth about political parties in Nigeria. It is the national that controls the state. So what are you saying? Your leader, Rotimi Shibika, she has moved. People on this station, you will come on air, you will talk about how ADC will take over from APC. At the same time, you want again still shouting that you are APC. The rest, what are you saying? You don't even have stand. You don't even know where to start from.
All right, Gift. I don't know if you're referring to Chief Emeka Beke, but Chief Emeka Beke has never been on this station saying that ADC will take over. At the same time, saying it's from APC.
I don't want to mention them so that it will not look as if I'm targeting anybody. I'm telling you that they have said it over and over.
They can say that, but is that how to leave a political party? Is it by saying those things? Is that how you leave a political party?
No, understand my point. I'm talking about when you are shouting that you are a APC member and you are the authentic. Only you again is shouting about Speaker Meshi ADC will take over from Bola Tinubu. That's what I'm telling you.
But that's the kind of politics we have now in Nigeria now.
Yes.
So it does not mean that they are no longer members of the APC, because that's the kind of politics in Nigeria. People are in one party saying things for another party. So
I'm talking about when you are trying to argue that you are the authentic, I'm telling you that they don't recognize you as the national. It is Shifton Okosha. So why are you still crying for?
Well, Gift, thank you. It is the same thing. He has not said it's in the ADC. If he does, fine. But then it is the same thing within the party. He has his democratic right to vent and say all he wants to say. And that's what's in Nigeria. I wonder why what is happening in Nigerian politics. In the PDP, we had the same issue with national secretary. You are the one, you are not the one. The court said this. Everybody's going back and forth until it finally would be resolved. Finally, everything will be completely resolved. So that's just what it is. Augustine in Port Harcourt, that's the last call we are taking, and then we go for a commercial. Augustine, good morning to you. Okay, we lost the call from Augustine. That means let's look at some of your messages on WhatsApp. Good morning. Why are we complaining about Ghana? I was reading an unconfirmed report that as part of the current U.S. new policy on migration, Trump have been quietly deporting Nigerians like Drew. That's not true. I'm telling you now, Elvis Mark, it is not true. If you don't have your papers, and you are in the country illegally and you are caught, you will be deported without question. They've deported Spaniards, Mexicans, name it. So it's not a particular thing to Nigeria. If you're occupying a country illegally and you are found, you would be deported, and that is not a bad thing. Let's take a commercial now. Good morning.
Nigeria